Hi, it's Stuart again at the Wee Museum in Leith, Ocean Terminal. I'm going to be talking about something a bit different from what I usually talk about. You see, I'm a child of the 60s, and we were never meant to get old. But somehow, here I am, nearly 80, and I'm old. It's come as a bit of a shock. Now, I will admit, over the last few years, I've sort of watched older people. I do live in a place where there's quite a lot of old folk. And I've said to myself, I mustn't do that, I mustn't do this. So I've got a few little rules or hints for you that I try and apply to myself. As I say, I don't always succeed. One of the things I've been discovering recently is you'll know the word stoic when somebody's being stoic. Well, Stoicism is worth investigating. There's a lot of books on the subject. Comes from the Greeks, and they're reckoned to have been the instigators of the modern democracy. So there's a lot of good stuff in there that I try and sort of follow. But I realized that my generation of the 40s, 50s, we were fairly stoical anyway. So that's just something to look up. But here's a couple of hints. My suggestion is, don't keep on about your complaints, your ill health. People do get bored by it. And I find if I'm in a group of old people, that often is the case. They just go on and on about their ailments. And I've got a few. Oh yeah, I could talk for 20 minutes on them. I try not to. And what I recommend is, there are worries, obviously, about ill health. So trying to have a good friend, preferably, I think, not a family member, but somebody you've known a long time who's probably in the same age as you, age group. And use them as sounding block. But of course, allow them to speak to you about their ailments. But try and keep it to that. So I try and avoid talking about my health. The other thing is, I do really recommend, and it can be difficult, is try and be around younger people. Mind you, when I say younger people, I'm not talking about kids necessarily, and that's good. I'm actually talking about people maybe in their 50s and 40s. Listen to them. Hear what they have to say. You can learn a lot. And finally, before we finish on this one, but there'll be other installments, is try and get the better of computers. Because I'm sorry, we are in a computer age, online banking, online shopping, all kinds of things. Try not to be left behind. I myself try to keep up, and I've gone to a couple of computer classes, and these classes are everywhere. Usually, often they're free, run by the local council, social services or whatever. So I think that's enough advice from me as an oldie today, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.